Live from an undisclosed location, hashtag not live, it's the A Place to Hang Your Cape TV Awards. Hello there, Capers, and welcome to Pod Capers, the official podcast of A Place to Hang Your Cape. My name is Scott James Merridew, and this is the show where we talk about various geek and nerd-related topics, and I'm joined each week by a very special different guest. And this week, as I said, it's the A Place to Hang Your Cape TV Awards, and I am joined this evening by Alex Mirabal.
Hey!
Now, Alex, you organised the A Place to Hang Your Cape TV Awards this year, did you not?
Yeah, I'm project lead on this, and it was a little bit weird because this is the first TV awards I have ever been a part of for A Place to Hang Your Cape. I started a little bit too late I started like literally right after the 2018 awards. So I was kind of thrown into the deep end, but I think that it was a lot of fun.
It was a lot of fun when Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. didn't win. God. I mean, I don't hate the show, I just hate that it won everything the first year we did it, and I've never gotten over that grudge. Meridew's carry grudges. We still don't speak to our postman after he misspelled our name. Sorry?
We don't have to worry about that this year.
Do you mean?
Oh yeah, it wasn't eligible this year.
Yay! Now we might actually get a bit of variety. What?
Next year, it's going to be hell. Next year, it's going to be Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.'s final season. We're not going to have any of the Netflix Marvel shows. Way more DC shows. It's going to be the throwdown of all throwdowns between DC and Marvel shows, because it's pretty much just going to be Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and Runaways and like Cloak and Dagger versus all of the DC Universe stuff.
Oh God, but that's a problem for future Scott, that rat bastard. I'm focusing on present Scott, and I think we should just get started. Let's start off with one of my favorite categories, Ship of the Year.
Okay, so the nominees for this category, which there are a lot of nominees for pretty much all categories, because we couldn't make decisions.
It's almost like we love everyone and want them all to be together and happy.
Right. So the nominees are, apologies, Waverly Earp and Nicole Haught.
Hot!
Yeah, from Luther and Allison Hargreaves from the Umbrella Academy Season 1. Nico Minoru and Carolina Dean from Runaways Season 2. Anissa Pierce and Grace Choi from Black Lightning Season 2, who I adore. Bruce Wayne and Selena Kyle from Gotham Season 5. Jim Gordon and Lee Tompkins, also from Gotham Season 5. Dick Grayson and Barbara Gordon from Young Justice Outsiders. Dick Grayson and Corey Anders from Titans Season 1. Oliver Queen and Felicity Smoke from Arrow Season 7. Lucifer and Chloe Decker from Lucifer Season 4. Jon Snow and Daenerys Targaryen from Game of Thrones Season 8. Rick Grimes and Michonne from The Walking Dead Season 9. Admiral Whiskers and Ezekiel from Doom Patrol Season 1. Abby Arcane and Alec Holland from Swamp Thing Season 1.
Thing. Bam, 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 bam. I have to say it. I'm sorry.
That's exactly what I think. Right. And finally, Barry Allen and Iris West from Flash Season 5.
I only care about Wayhort.
Well, a very surprising winner in this category.
No!
Something I just put in for the shipping drama, and it ended up winning. Dick Grayson and Barbara Gordon from Young Justice Outsiders.
No!
With 15 So yeah, I was very surprised that this couple won, because they're really only in a few episodes of Outsiders so far, and I really just put them in there because I found it very interesting that both of Dick Grayson's most major relationships have been represented in different TV shows this season, and I honestly thought that Corey and Dick were going to be from Titans were going to be Dick and Barbara, but apparently not.
I have a rule. I never go out with someone that I might use in a recipe.
Yeah.
Coriander.
Yeah, it's not subtle. It's a very weird naming convention that they went for the
Isn't it called something different in America?
No, coriander is a spice that we use.
Okay.
I mean, maybe I always heard it as coriander.
Well, what's cilantro then?
I think that's just cilantro. Cilantro is not the same thing as coriander, as far as I'm aware.
We don't have it over here.
Oh, okay. I don't know anything about cooking, so.
Neither do I, but I keep on hearing it. Okay, so, Dick and someone.
Dick Babs, which is, Nightwing and Oracle have been a staple since, holy shit, goddamn forever. Since Oracle was have been a power couple that have been on and off for a very long time.
They're not way hot, so I don't care. Moving on, I'm kicking this off with a bit of disappointment. Fucking hell. Let's move on to Breakout Character.
Yay. Okay, so this one also has a lot of characters, a lot of really cool characters that I enjoy a lot. But we have Klaus Hargreaves from Umbrella Academy Season 1, Agent Poindexter / Bullseye from Daredevil Season 3, Rita Farr / Elasti-Woman from Doom Patrol Season 1, Larry Trainer / Negative Man from Doom Patrol Season 1.
Yay!
Jason Todd / Robin from Titans Season 1. Kate Kane / Batwoman from the DC crossovers. The DC CW.
Nobody cares.
Lilith from the Chilling Adventures of Sabrina Season 1 and 2. Barbara Gordon / Oracle, Young Justice Outsiders. And Nia Nal / Dreamer, Supergirl Season 4. This one had really only two characters that pretty much was voted for. There's not a lot of votes for anyone else, but the winner ended up being Klaus Hargreaves from Umbrella Academy Season 1.
Which I have not seen yet.
I saw it. I like Klaus. Klaus is definitely like the best character from that show. I think that...
Is that the one who's played by that guy from Misfits?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
He's the one that everyone loves. I think...
He plays the character that was the only character I like from the comics.
Right. The Umbrella Academy falls into the pit of really good start and really good characters, but kind of shit plot.
Oh dearie me. Well, hopefully we get a much better plot with our next category. That is Biggest Bad. It's the best villain.
Yeah. So the nominees for this category, which are varied, are Tina Minoru from Runaway Season 2, and I might be totally mispronouncing that, apologies. Bullseye from Daredevil Season 3.
Yeah.
White Violin from the Umbrella Academy Season 1. Miss Lint the Tick Season 2. Mr. Nobody, Doom Patrol Season 1. Air Star, I keep calling him Stark, it's never Stark. Air Star from Preacher Season 3. Cersei Lannister, Game of Thrones Season 8. Admiral Whiskers, Doom Patrol Season 1.
Ooh.
Shadow Weaver, She-Ra and the Princesses of Power, Seasons 1 and 2.
We must be strong, we must be brave.
Daenerys Targaryen, Game of Thrones Season 8.
Oh, no, we're not going down that rabbit hole. I refuse to be sucked into the swirling maelstrom of bitterness that is the finale of that show. I refuse.
Oh, yeah, that's why we That's why we nominated her for Best Villain, because we wanted that controversy.
Oh.
We have two more. Bushmaster from Luke Cage season 2, and Bruce Wayne / Batman from Titans season 1.
Wait, what? Oh,
he's a bigger villain than Trigon is.
Oh shit! Okay, all right then. Oh, I haven't seen the rest of. I've seen like a few episodes of Titan early season 1, but not the later episodes.
Most of the show is Dick complaining about how terrible Bruce was of a father. So he's more of a villain than Trigon is.
Makes sense.
Anyway, it doesn't matter. We don't have to get into all of the Game of Thrones controversy because that didn't win. What did win with a shit ton of votes?
Because she's a crap villain.
What did win with a shit ton of votes is Bullseye from Daredevil season 3.
Hallelujah, thank all the gods and all the pantheons and all the cultures and all the world, sanity prevails.
I've not seen any Marvel Netflix show in a long time.
I'm disappointed.
The last one I watched was Punisher season 1, and I think that I kind of but I fell off before that because I never watched Luke Cage or Jessica Jones seasons 2. I never watched all of Defenders, Daredevil season 3. So I don't know, that whole franchise just got too much for me.
It did lose its steam by then. I've seen like 2 episodes of Punisher season 2 and about the same amount of episodes of Jessica Jones season 3. I want to do it, but I just don't have the energy for it. I have the energy for other stuff, but not for this anymore. But I will say Daredevil season 3 had its problems, but Bullseye was not one of them.
Yeah.
Bullseye was awesome.
That seems to be the general consensus. Is that. But I think that the running theme for this year is that Netflix is much more accessible than any other platform.
Mm-hmm. You hear that, Disney Infinity? Or Plus, whatever you call it?
A lot of these winners are Netflix shows.
Speaking of, every villain has to have his counterpoint, his opposite. So let's go on to biggest damn male hero.
Yeah. So we have 2 Dick Graysons in this category. Dick Grayson from Titan season 1 and Dick Grayson Nightwing from Young Justice Outsiders. Matt Murdock / Daredevil from Daredevil season 3. Cliff Steele / Robot Man from Doom Patrol season 1.
What the fuck?
Luther. What the fuck? What the fuck?
The donkey!
Luther, the Umbrella Academy season 1. Quite literally biggest male hero. The Tick from The Tick season 2. Jon Snow, Game of Thrones season 8.
No, my watch has ended. I'm Jon Snow. I've had this face on for like 5 seasons.
Victor Stone / Cyborg from Doom Patrol season 1.
Booyah.
And Diego Hargreaves from The Umbrella Academy season 1.
Okay. I mean, pretty good selection. I will say this: I didn't think Daredevil was that good a hero from Daredevil season 3.
Well, if Bullseye won Best Villain,
no,
Daredevil won Best Hero, Best Male Hero.
I mean,
with the vote, Daredevil won.
I'm glad that a Marvel character won. Oh my god, did you hear they're thinking about rebooting Daredevil?
Of course they are. Of course they are.
Within the MCU, apparently they've just decided, despite the fact that these shows were made with being in the MCU in mind, they've decided that they're, due to the amount of miscommunication between like Kevin Feige and people in charge of Marvel.
Kevin Feige literally forgot they existed.
So they've just declared them retroactively non-canon in the MCU, and they're thinking about rebooting them, which, on the one hand, I think is like shitting on all of their hard work, but on the other hand, would I like to see more of Daredevil and Iron Fist and Jessica Jones and Luke Cage? Yes, so...
Right, but they're gonna get MCU-ified. They're gonna be neutered and made child-friendly and not fun.
Hey! You don't know what you're talking about.
Alright, well, when Jessica gets to say fuck on a Disney platform, then we'll talk.
You make a fair point. Let's move on. Speaking of Jessica Jones, let's move on to our next category, Most Kick-Ass Lady.
Oh, she's not nominated. Jessica's not even nominated in this category.
But I'm sure there's plenty of other characters I like that will be nominated.
Yes, there are. Literally first top of the list, Winona Earp.
Yes! I told that devil to take you back.
Tandy Bowen / Dagger from Cloak and Dagger seasons 1 and 2.
Cool.
Nico Minoru from Runaways season 2.
Cool.
Coriander / Starfire from Titan season 1. Crazy Jane from Doom Patrol season 1.
Woo!
Artemis Croc / Tigress from Young Justice Outsiders.
Woo!
Arya Stark from Game of Thrones season 8. Michonne, The Walking Dead season 9. Adora / She-Ra and the Princesses of Power seasons 1 and 2.
Woo!
The Doctor Who series 11, because we finally can nominate the Doctor for this category.
Woo!
And Tulip O'Hare from Preacher season 3. Yeah, I love her though. Yeah, this was really close. There's literally a % between first place and second place.
Oh, well, in that case, let's go for who's the third most person people voted for.
Oh, the third? The Doctor.
Who was the second?
Arya Stark.
Who was first?
You're gonna be disappointed. It's Artemis Croc / Tigress from Young Justice Outsiders. I know you were hoping for Winona.
Are you freaking kidding me? Neither She-Ra nor Winona Earp?
Yeah, not She-Ra. Yeah, She-Ra got... Oh, God, she only got 19 votes. She really did not do well in this category. Winona, where is she? I can't find her. She did a little bit better. She has 7% of the vote.
I'm sorry, how many demons or soldiers from the Fright Zone do these two have to beat in order to be considered the most kick-ass lady? Fuck!
Well, I think Artemis comes from... She lost the love of her life. She is dealing...
Oh, and I suppose Winona Earp never lost anyone. I suppose Adora never lost anyone. Right,
but like Artemis has been through a lot. Now she's being forced into a stupid relationship with fake Roy Harper. Like it's dumb. She's been through so much, and now she just wants to take care of these new hero children and live her life without her mom suggesting that she should fuck her brother-in-law.
That show is weird. Well, all these shows are weird, but that... I am disappointment.
To do the review. I think I'm going to have to fight David to do that review.
I feel like Kevin Sorbo in that one episode of Hercules where he had the mustache. Disappointed!
Alright. Oh my god.
My teeth are gritted like I've never believed before had them. I just, I'm angry. Angry!
That's how I feel about a lot of these winners, honestly, because I'm like, okay, I guess. But I feel like it's accessibility. accessibility was the name of the game in this one, and I think that Artemis won because she's a legacy character and people absolutely adore Young Justice.
I don't dislike Artemis. I just don't think she deserved to win because I like Winona Urban and She-Ra.
Why? In the early days of when like the first Earp was kicking ass in every category.
It's not fair.
the Winona Earp fandom didn't keep going, didn't keep voting, and that's
they got it as a fucking season 4. They didn't do this. Jeez.
Yeah, they didn't show up like they should have.
Let's just move on already. Let's go to best team up.
Yeah, this is a fun category. We have the Hargreaves siblings from the Umbrella Academy season 1. The Titans from Titan season 1. Tandy and Tyrone from Cloak and Dagger seasons 1 and 2.
Woo!
This one's gonna be hard because there's a lot of people. Elasta Woman, Negative Man, Robot Man, Crazy Jane, Cyborg, Danny the Street, and Flex Mentallo from Doom Patrol season 1.
Woo!
The Outsiders, Young Justice Outsiders.
Nah.
The Tick, Arthur, Bronze-Star, Sage, and the Supernumerary. I can't say that word. The Tick, season 2.
Woo!
And the Brotherhood of Dangerous Animals from Doom Patrol season 1.
Woo. Okay, so there's a lot of team ups there. Hey, how would you? Okay, so what would you classify as a team up? Because I would classify a team up as 3 or more people, but then again, Marvel ran this series of comics for a while called Marvel Team Up, which usually just featured 2 characters.
Right. I mean, we have Tandy and Tyrone in this one. That's the only one that's only 2 people. I think that it's really like 2 or more people coming together towards a common goal. And we don't even have all good team ups here. We have the Brotherhood of Dangerous Animals, which was a very bad team up that fell apart immediately, but it was a fun team up. I think it's just kind of anyone who comes together for a common goal that betters the show in any way, be it add more drama or get our heroes finally together.
Come together right now. Boom, boom, boom. Doom Patrol. I don't know.
Yeah, nope, but they didn't win.
What?
Nope.
They're misfits from society banding together to fight for those who hate and fear them.
Especially those specific people. The only time they're really all together, they work together throughout the series, but the only time they're all together in the same place is the orgasm scene. Which is a great scene.
Hey, Alex, let's try and keep this fucking family friendly, all right?
Right, yeah. But it got 3rd, unfortunately. And 2nd was The Outsiders.
Okay, so they didn't win. I'm okay with that.
The first place is the Hargreaves from Umbrella Academy season 1 with a huge percent of the vote.
Okay, well, I do want to watch Umbrella Academy. I just haven't got around to it yet, so unfortunately I don't have that. Yeah. This one I 100% believe that it's accessibility. A lot more people have just watched Umbrella Academy than these other shows, because that didn't happen until the last episode, and it's not great. It doesn't go that well. So it's I don't know, and maybe we're thinking also when they were kids and they were the Umbrella Academy, but like, I don't know. That's accessibility. People watch more Netflix shows. If Daredevil was on here with someone, I'm sure the Defenders would have won if there was a new season of that this year. I mean, online streaming platforms are kind of like online gaming platforms. You can have other Mamorpicas out there, but everyone's just going to go back to World of Warcraft.
Right, yeah. That's kind of how it is. All right, so this Are we moving on to the next category?
I think we'd better. This is Best Fight Sequence.
This was also much fun because I loved watching all the videos for these fights. So we've got Kids of America from Titans episode 102. We've got I love that sequence only because it has a Foo Fighters cover of Kids in America. I love Foo Fighters. Anyway, Crazy Jane and Robot Man versus Von Fuchs from Doom Patrol 103.
Oh.
The Prison
Let's fight
Riot.
some Nazi puppets.
Right, yeah, that was fun. Avita saying motherfucker.
Oh.
The Prison Riot from Daredevil 304.
Which I don't remember.
It's 10 minutes long.
Oh, that one. Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Clips of it. No one has the full clip online. Anyway, Don't Stop Me Now from the Umbrella Academy 102.
I'm having such a good time. I'm having a ball. Don't stop me now. If you saw Bohemian Rhapsody, don't think that it's true.
Right, none of that happened. Blackbird versus the 100, Black Lightning 212. And Werewolves of London, Preacher 305.
Woo! Werewolves of
Werewolves
London.
London. That is a great... Preacher, I don't think gets enough love from this period because I don't think a lot of people watch it, but like that scene is so good. That Preacher's so good.
I fell out because I read the comic and I really liked it, and then I watched the first season.
Right.
Like I didn't even finish the first season actually, and it felt just a bit too different. And I want to get back into it.
Well,
but
yeah, the first season tries to do the origins of the first season is everything that happens before the comic to set up everything else, and so the second and third season are all exactly ripped from the comics.
Well, then I have to go back and watch it. Jeez.
It's fantastic. I love Tulip especially. I think she is one of my favorite characters, but I have a soft spot for Ruth Negga.
I like the Vampire Man.
Oh yeah, Cassidy is so good, and he is confirmed bisexual in the show. So that's great.
Damn right he is. Okay,
yeah.
so
anyway, the winner. Again, Netflix, and I've heard fantastic things about this fight. I've never been able to watch the whole thing because I can't find any of it, but it's the Prison Riot from Daredevil 304.
I mean, it is good. It is
Oh,
good,
yeah.
but about halfway through you realize, oh, this is what they're doing. Like, you know, it's like every
Right.
single American comedy nowadays tries to ape Anchorman. And in Anchorman,
Yeah.
what they did was they'd have moments where the characters were just improv and they kept it in the movie.
Yep.
And so now in almost every single American comedy, you get all these SNL alumni and people like that together, and they just have moments where the movies just stop dead so that the actors can improv and ad-lib. And you can clearly tell that they're improving and ad-libbing, even though you couldn't really tell in Anchorman, but you can definitely tell now.
You can tell a 40-year-old virgin does it too, and I think that came out a little bit after Anchorman or before Anchorman. I can't remember.
It was
But
before Anchorman, but it was
Right.
relatively new at that time. But now everyone's doing it,
Yeah,
and
everyone does
it just means like, okay, so I guess the plot's got to take a pause for a second whilst we wait for Kate McKinnon to say the funniest line that they chose, and
Yeah.
that's what this fight sequence kind of feels like. It's good, it does its job, but you can tell that it was made because they wanted to do a big long
They wanted
fight
to
sequence.
one up the hallway scene
Yeah, and
from season 1.
fair enough, them trying to outdo themselves. I'd much rather that than they be lazy. But at the same time, it just feels like, okay, so we're doing this now. Better sit back and just watch, I guess. And it's good. It's good.
I think this category in particular is with
Repeat all of that.
obviously people have watched these shows more because literally the top two by a huge margin. No one even became close to the top two. Was this the Prison Riot and Don't Stop Me Now from Umbrella Academy? Like it is such a tiny amount that every other fight scene got, and I couldn't even find full clips for either when I was putting them on the articles, I couldn't find full clips for either thing because they're from Netflix. And Netflix is so stringent upon, and I thought that would be a disadvantage for these guys because people coming in and voting wouldn't have seen those scenes because we couldn't put them on there. But apparently that wasn't a problem.
Like I said, Netflix very accessible, so
Yeah, and I mean, there's some great fights on here. I understand the prison riot winning. I just wish everyone else got a little bit more votes, because it feels like people just didn't even want to look up what those fights were.
Where's the love for a schizophrenic person? Well, no, not a schizophrenic person.
Schizophrenic. DID.
DID. Don't confuse those. DID person and a fucking robot man taking on Nazi lederhosen wearing puppet people.
Right. And the Kids of America scene in Titans proves that Titans, while it has its problems, is far and away way better at fight scenes than any CW show ever. Like, it's a good
the
scene.
CW
anyway.
fight scenes are competent and tight, and they just do their thing and get on with it because they got they got to get back to all those characters making adorkable faces at the fucking camera all the time.
The CW shows are character dramas more than their superhero shows, which that's some people like that, and you know what? It's fine.
Yeah, but like, I don't know. It's such a soap opera, but they're trying to pretend like they're not soap operas. And I remember Lois and Clark, The Adventures of Superman, and that relied heavily on the soap opera thing, and sort of eased into that. It focused because the title of its show wasn't Superman; it was Lois and Clark, and so it kind of worked on that level, and also made me fall in love with Terry Hatcher just a little bit.
I mean, it's CW. I think this season, especially, CW was a little bit underrepresented, mostly because not a lot of people at a place to hang their cape watch those shows anymore.
Fucking tired of them, that's why.
Yeah, I literally only watch Legends of Tomorrow and Black Lightning. All the Black Lightning nominations are me. I nominated all the Black Lightning shows, and no one really voted for them, which, whatever. They deserve more. They're the best CW show.
Yes, but behind every camera, there's a tireless VFX artist struggling to make everything look great and getting almost no recognition for it. Let's talk about best special effects. Yep.
So nominated here is Runaways Season 2, Titan Season 1, Doom Patrol Season 1, The Umbrella Academy Season 1, Chilling Adventures of Sabrina, Seasons 1 and 2, Preacher, Season 3, Game of Thrones, Season 8, and Swamp Thing, Season 1.
That's some stiff competition there, especially from Game of Thrones, because those dragons, for all the things they rushed in that season, they didn't rush the design of the dragons. They looked pretty cool.
There's a lot of really great stuff here, but Game of Thrones only got second, and it got second by a lot, like, first place, again, totally killed this category.
Who got third place?
Third place? Doom Patrol.
Okay, alright. The Doom Patrol had some pretty good CGI. I mean, it wasn't brilliant, because obviously it's TV.
It only got 0.6% more votes than Swamp Thing did. Like, they're both at 12% for the most part.
Swamp Thing?
Literally, there's only two votes between them. Anyway, looks great. Swamp Thing, of course, looks good because it's James Wan and it's a horror thing, and they wanted to make it look really cool and spooky, and they did it. That's where all the money is.
Why is that man on that autopsy table splitting apart and becoming a plant zombie?
Yeah. Oh yeah, it is body horror times 1,000. But none of that won. In fact, the Umbrella Academy once again took it.
What is this show? I've got to see it. Fuck it. It's becoming the standout so far.
I mean, yeah, but it's Netflix. Like, this facts, and like I don't know. It's a lot of, I think more people just watched Umbrella Academy and hadn't watched the other ones, because I feel like Umbrella Academy does a lot of very basic things, whereas like Game of Thrones has fucking dragons, and Swamp Thing has a living swamp that impales someone in the first episode. Like, and they has like all this body horror that's really cool. I don't know. So I just think these shows, like, the shows that aren't winning are shows that people aren't watching or don't have access to watch, which sucks. Go watch these shows, and hopefully these votes can be a little bit more spread out next year.
Here's hoping, jeez.
Yeah, I want closer races.
But, of course, whilst many people are working behind the scenes on these things, so some people have to step out onto the scenes to provide some actual physical effects. This is best makeup.
Doom Patrol Season 1.
Of course.
The Umbrella Academy Season 1.
Mm-hmm.
Chilling Adventures of Sabrina Seasons 1 and 2.
I don't care. I don't care about the Chilling Adventures of Sabrina. I liked the comic, but unfortunately, the show is really fucking boring.
It's my guilty pleasure. It's just like a weird show that I watch. Anyway, Preacher Season 3, Game of Thrones Season 8, or Swamp Thing Season 1.
I mean, someone has to put all that eyeliner and all the Dothraki. Like, there's a person who has to do that.
It's not just the Dothraki. It's the Night King and all of that. That's all practical for the most part.
Yeah. I mean, yes. The obviously, there's a lot of really good stuff. I mean, Swamp Thing got cancelled because they couldn't maintain the budget for his costume, for his makeup and stuff.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it was that.
That's the thing, is because we've got another category.
Carolina.
Sorry, because we got a category as well called Best Costume. So where does the line between makeup and costume end?
I don't. With Swamp Thing, I have no fucking idea. That's why we put them on both. How much of that is makeup, and how much is it just the face area is makeup because you can clearly see his mouth, or is it the whole thing is considered the costume? I don't know, but it's great. It looks good.
Yeah.
But yeah, this category was a little bit closer, but once again, Netflix. So
please tell me no.
Yeah, the Umbrella Academy Season 1 won this one.
Fuck! I mean, I don't object.
I mean, Chilling Adventures of Sabrina is all.
I don't
Umbrella
object.
Academy won with a pretty large margin.
I don't object to them winning. I object to them winning everything. Oh my god,
Yeah,
they're the new Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yeah, I mean, the second place, like, literally 10% below it is Doom Patrol. Like, it is. And this one didn't get a lot. There's because we had all the questions optional. So these three categories, VFX, makeup, and costume, they all got the least amount of votes.
Okay.
Out of all of the categories.
See, because these sorts of things are really underappreciated.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Or sometimes overappreciated in the case of James Cameron. No one cares,
I mean,
James Cameron.
it was
no one cares.
Revolutionary for its time. It was revolutionary for its time, and now it's not. Like,
it was revolutionary for like 2 years. And then
and then it's still. I mean, it's not anymore because Infinity War finally beat it. But it, like, I still think that Infinity War cheated when it came to trying to get the highest box office gains of all time. Like, Infinity War had to do it, or not Infinity War, Endgame had to do it in like 2 months, and they had to do a re-release. Like, the only way that Endgame could beat Avengers is by like keeping it in theaters for all of time and then also re-releasing it.
But the important thing is they never gave up.
Avatar. Yeah.
God. So let's move on.
It's gonna be tough to beat.
It's going to be very tough to beat. It shall never be beaten. On to now to, as we said before, best costume. I can only imagine. Because here's the thing. Costumes have come a long way in the last 10 or so years. They're becoming much, much closer to their comic book counterparts in a very naturalistic way, I would think.
Yep. And this category, very close.
Ooh.
For the top three, super duper close. But that is also conceding that there's no Netflix show on this in this category.
Thank God. Okay, so who's number 3 then?
Well, we should go over the nominees. I haven't.
Oh yeah.
Over them. For individual costumes, we decided to go by character that has the coolest costume, not just by show with the best costume. So we have Robot Man from Doom Patrol Season 1, Dove from Titans Season 1.
Dove.
Lightning from Black Lightning Season 2. Joan of Arc from The Tick Season 2. Batwoman from DCCW.
I'm going to wear a red wig because then people will know I'm a lady, and that's important.
Well, she wears a red wig in the comics too. Like, her hair is actually really short.
Yeah,
that's accurate. That's comic book accurate. And Swamp Thing from Swamp Thing Season 1. Yeah, so I mean,
repeat all of that.
I mean,
all right, sorry.
Every single one of these.
Sorry, repeat all of that. Sorry.
I just realized everything in this category is DC except for The Tick.
No.
So yeah. I mean, but like, when's the last Marvel show that had like a comic book accurate costume?
Daredevil.
Maybe like Daredevil's costume was introduced in like Season 2.
Well, the end of Season 1, really.
So.
And then they kind of got rid of it for season 3 for some reason.
Yeah, so it wasn't eligible for this season. So I honestly, there's like a joke. I know there's a joking one in Season 3 of Jessica Jones because my dad mentioned it. But Marvel's been going away from comic book accurate on TV.
Yeah, and I said this before, and I'll say it again. Doom Patrol killed the Marvel TV shows in that regard because they managed to have much better stories, much better pacing,
right.
with much better characters that looked exactly like their comic book counterparts.
Yep, and I mean, so we want to do third?
Let's go for number 3.
That's Batwoman.
Cool. Is her show even out yet?
Fun. No, the show hasn't started yet, but she appeared in the Crisis on and it's not Infinite Earth. It's not Infinite Crisis. It's Crisis on Earth X or whatever.
This is the problem with DC mass crossovers. They always have to have Crisis in the title, and it gets like. Think of another name. Think of another fucking name, DC.
I mean, how many Civil Wars have we had? So there's 2 Civil Wars. I'm pretty sure we've had multiple wars. Marvel has a lot of wars.
We've had Civil War. We've had Secret War. We've had Secret Wars. Plural. Yeah. We've had multiple Secret Wars. Like we had Secret Wars 2 and Secret Wars 3. But more than beyond that, we had Annihilation, Avengers vs. X-Men, Siege.
DC, there's also Flashpoint. Yeah, I mean, that could also be said for DC. Like, Crisis is to DC as wars are to Marvel.
Fair
like,
enough.
Yeah, a lot of them are named after it, but there's also a lot of other ones. Like, anyway, so number 3 was Batwoman. Number 2, literally only a point apart, less than a point apart, is 2 and 1 is Swamp Thing is number 2.
I mean, that's understandable how he got so higher because, I mean, it does look great. But in fairness, they had made Swamp Thing look great before years and years ago.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Swamp Thing, I don't think it's a hard it's hard to move in, I would imagine, but it's not really a hard costume to emulate. But they did a really good job. He looks great.
He does look great.
Finally a winning category for these guys. Doom Patrol. Robot Man is number 1.
Yes.
For costume, which is fantastic. Fucking that Robot Man costume. Yeah, if it wasn't for Robot Man, I probably would have nominated Cyborg because that Cyborg costume is way better than the Justice League one.
Yeah. Well, in fairness, like a guy wearing a bunch of tinfoil was a better costume than the Justice League one. Hey, look, right at the end, we're going to give him his usual chest plate because that's what people want to see at the fucking end of the movie.
Like, I hate that movie with all my heart and soul. Anyway, yeah, Robot Man killed it. Like, and I mean, not killed it. It literally is Like, Robot Man is 25.3% of the vote, and Swamp Thing is 24.7%. Is less than 1% apart.
Oh. Well, I'm glad that Doom Patrol won something and Robot Man, because it is a good costume. I don't quite like the way, like, the lower jaw juts out a bit. It kind of looks like he's a chimpanzee that's making fun of me. But I still think it's a good costume.
That's comic book accurate. He has that underbite.
Fair enough then, alright. So I'm feeling a bit calmer now. Now we've moved on from Umbrella Academy. So now I think it's time. I don't like that noise you made.
Don't worry about it.
Okay then. I think it's time we move on to the best "oh no they didn't" moment.
I would emphasize that this category is the best twist or reveal moment. Because there's some things on here that if you just go by the perspective of, oh no, they didn't, it's a little bit problematic. But anyway, so the categories for this one, and spoilers for all of these shows, apologies, is the white violin reveal from the Umbrella Academy Season 1.
Don't care.
Tara reveal from Young Justice Outsiders.
Oh.
Tobias has Khalil from Black Lightning Season 2. Miss Wardwell's True Identity, Chilling Adventures of Sabrina Season 1.
Oh my god, she's the master!
No, it was someone else. She was something that is spoiler, but whatever. The fate of the first Doom Patrol from Doom Patrol Season 1.
Dum bum bum.
Admiral Whiskers from Doom Patrol Season 1.
Meow.
And Bo has two dads from She-Ra and the Princesses of Power Season 2. It feels appropriate to say, oh no, they didn't for that one.
Yeah, actually, could we really count that as a twist? Like, that wasn't really the twist of the episode. The twist was what Bo's dads thought Bo was doing this whole time.
Right, but we didn't know anything about Bo's life. Like, he kept it so secret, and it's just like it's the first, instance of we finally get to see his family. And it's like, oh shit, gays. And it's like it's a good feeling.
I mean, I had that reaction from the very first episode, but this one was confirmed.
Right? Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, this one was absolutely confirmed. And I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
No.
Umbrella Academy, the white violin reveal, again kicked ass in this category.
That means nothing to me.
It has even 39% of the vote versus the Terror reveal from Young Justice Outsiders, which is number 2, which only has 18%. The categories that Umbrella Academy wins, it really wins.
I mean, we all know that Terror's a bad un. We figured that out years ago.
Right. Yeah, but every time they do it, it's sad. Like, you want her to be a good kid, especially in Young Justice, because she's so young and we know her brother, and it's like, oh, she's been kidnapped for so long. We finally get to save her, and it's like, oh no, she's texting Slade. Oh god. Oh, my sweet child.
Oh
I'm
no.
So
oh
sorry.
no, she's sending him a nude pic.
Oh no. Okay, she is like 13.
Hey, she was young in the comics, and that she was coming on to him something fierce. Like, that's in the comics. I'm not saying it's not screwed up. I'm just saying it's accurate.
It wasn't the comics. She is younger than she was in the comics. I am pretty sure.
Okay, all right. Oh god.
Yeah, they're like because they want Breon to be, because he's like 19, or he's younger than that. I think he's like 17 or something. So they made her even younger. Anyway.
Oh god. Right, so the white violin, that means it's been ages since I've read the comics, so I can't really remember it very well.
It's less a twist, more a okay, that looks cool. Like, it was kind of like we knew this season was kind of building up to this. It was kind of really obvious. But it looks cool, and the actor sells it really well. I'm not going to say who the actor is because it's going to spoil everything. about that show.
Oh, I gotta watch it. Fuck. Let's just move on already. Now, we've had a lot of fun so far on the show, Capers, but now it's time for a more somber note. We need to talk about the most heartbreaking death.
Yep. And again, spoilers for all of these shows. Apologies ahead of time. We have Dolls from Winona Earp, season 3. Pogo from The Umbrella Academy, season 1. Tabitha Gallivan from Gotham, season 5. I'm still angry about that one.
I don't care. I don't care.
They killed her just so Barbara Keene could be straight for like 5 seconds. It's dumb.
Oh no! What kind of weird bury your gays shit is this?
Oh, it's super barrier gaze. I thought they were gonna do different things to have like Barbara Gordon Batgirl happen, because I figured that he was gonna get like Barbara was gonna sacrifice herself for him, and so he was gonna name his daughter after her. No, she was just sad that her girlfriend died, so she fucks Jim Gordon, even though they hate each other. Don't know why. Don't know why they did it.
And people wonder why I don't watch that show anymore.
It's done. That was season 5's the last season. Anyway, it's a fun show. Just don't ever take it too seriously. Like that's it. That's the only advice I have. Anyway, the other nominees are Khalil Payne from Black Lightning season 2, Daenerys Targaryen, Game of Thrones season 8.
Oh, yes, it was so heartbreaking to see this character we known and loved for years get taken out with a random stabbing, despite the fact that this entire season was dedicated to ruining her character and making us not care about her.
The other Game of Thrones character in this category is Theon Greyjoy from Game of Thrones season 8.
Oh, no, that was sad.
Yeah, the friend who was on the podcast with me, Miles, his favorite, he really only literally cared about Game of Thrones for Theon, and he would skip through. He would get the episodes and just skip through to see the Theon parts. He was very sad, but he was like, you know what, he deserved. Like he went out in a good way, and he probably was gonna go out anyway.
That little cannabis smoking puppet from the Lily Allen music video redeemed himself.
right, yeah, he's Lily Allen's brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's got nominated for an Emmy. Anyway,
that whole family is actually really talented. The dad, is it Keith Allen? He's an actor as well. He's been in a bunch of stuff.
I have no idea.
Well, clearly you have not seen the magnificence that is his performance as the Sheriff of Nottingham in the BBC Robin Hood series.
Oh yeah, because I watched the BBC. I would know everything about BBC. Because I watch the BBC on a daily basis.
Well, good.
I know every BBC show.
This was years ago. Like, okay, so here's the thing. The BBC do this thing where when Doctor Who is off the air, they put a Doctor Who replacement thing in it to get people just as interested. And such examples include that Robin Hood show, Merlin, which you may have heard of, a show called Atlantis.
Yeah, I'm into that.
Show called Atlantis with Mark Addy, The Three Musketeers.
Yeah.
And then they're fine. They're fine.
I mean, all shows, pretty much every channel does that. They'll put on a new show in the off season so people keep watching the channel. I remember when Orphan Black was ending on BBC America, they were really, really, really pushing Killing Eve, and Killing Eve was going to come into the same slot after Orphan Black ended.
But Killing Eve is really good, though.
Killing Eve is really good. I haven't seen season 2 yet. I have not heard good things about it, but Killing Eve is very good. Season 1. Orphan Black is also very good. I want that to come back. Please, AMC, bring it back. You said you would. Do it.
We've got to stop focusing on death of shows and focus on death of characters.
Death of characters.
So who got our number 3 spot?
Our number 3 spot, that is Theon Greyjoy.
In the arms of the drowned god.
Number 2 is Daenerys Targaryen.
Oh, yeah. Everything. I hate everything about it. And Okay, I don't hate everything about it. Could have worked. It could have fucking worked if they just had a regular size season or spent more than this season building up her character in that way and didn't make her turn to the dark side. Fucking stupid.
Yeah, it's obvious that they had an endpoint they needed to get to, but they didn't know how to get to it. They just kind of skipped a few steps.
Yeah, fuck you, Weiss and Benioff. I am not gonna watch your slavery show.
Oh, I think that got canceled. I think they're because they're too busy doing a Star War.
What?
Oh yeah, they're getting a Star. Everyone gets a trilogy. Everyone gets a Star Wars trilogy.
So Weiss and Benioff are doing a Star Wars trilogy.
Yeah, they're writing one.
What?
Yep. I think it's like I'm assuming that it's combined with the I almost called him Rainn Wilson, Rainn Johnson, trilogy. I think that they're writing, or maybe they're just having two separate trilogies going at the same time.
Okay, moving on from the death of my childhood. Who got the number one most heartbreaking death? If it's not Dolls, I'm going to throw a hissy.
God, Dolls didn't even break 10%. She is fourth, I think. But Pogo from the Umbrella Academy season 1. Again, the Umbrella Academy, far and away the most. How much higher it is? It's more than 10 points higher than either Game of Thrones character.
That sound you heard just now was me banging my head against the wall. God.
Yep. And it doesn't end. It doesn't end.
No. Let's move on. Let's try and scamper towards the end. This is best episode.
A great category. Great episodes here. Danny Patrol from Doom Patrol 108.
Oh,
Hank
Danny
and
Patrol.
Dawn, Titans. Yeah, Hank and Dawn, Danny Patrol. Doom Patrol. God damn it. Hank and Dawn, Titans 109. Nightmare Monkeys, Young Justice Outsiders 312. Princess Prom, She-Ra and the Princesses of Power 108. We Only See Each Other at Weddings and Funerals, The Umbrella Academy 1-1. The Calm Before, The Walking Dead 915. Hostile Takeover, Runaways 210. The Legends of Meow Meow. Legends of Team Meow Meow. Legends of Tomorrow 408. Rosa, Doctor Who 1103.
Oh god, that's a lot of competition there. That's a lot of good episodes.
Yeah, a lot of great episodes. Too bad none of it even came close to the number one.
Oh god, please tell me at least Princess Prom got into the top 3.
No.
You disappoint me at every opportunity.
I know. I can tell because the sliver is so small. Like
wait,
all
I mean,
of
this,
everything but the top 4 are really small.
I mean, we talk about how Netflix is so accessible and people watch Umbrella Academy all the time. She-Ra is on Netflix.
Yeah, She-Ra's on Netflix. I think people just see it as a kid's show.
How fucking dare they?
Right? Yeah, I figured
What's that? Sorry.
And everything.
What's that clicking noise?
Oh, sorry. I'm playing with my mouse. I need to put that down. I didn't even notice I was doing that. But yeah, I figured She-Ra was gonna win more categories than it did. I don't think it won any categories. I don't know.
It's not fair. It's not fair.
Yeah.
It's funny and it's sweet and Scorpia has a lovely dress and Catra's in a tuxedo.
She-Ra fandom, you have failed us. You have failed us.
You have failed me for the last time.
Anyway, everyone knows what number 1 is. What won this category?
Let's just go with number 3.
Number 3 was Danny Patrol.
Okay, so at least
great episode. Well, yeah, at least it broke, And number 2 is Nightmare Monkeys from Young Justice. That gave me a panic attack, but it's a very good episode. And number one, of course, by a huge margin, we only see each other at weddings and funerals, the Umbrella Academy.
You know, why couldn't the boys have been nominated? They came out too late for them to be nominated, didn't they?
Last week. Yeah, way too late.
I like the boys.
They started like 5 days after we opened this up. Like, there was no way it was going to be nominated for anything. But yeah, they only see each other at weddings and funerals. It's honestly the only good Umbrella Academy episode. It is tight. It really establishes the characters well. It's really good, really well written. Every other episode is just kind of okay.
Every other thing that gets mentioned in regards to Umbrella Academy makes me want to see it and then not see it.
Yeah, it's the characters are really good, but everything else just isn't. Which sucks.
Well, good for them.
There's another Gerard Way show that people should be watching, and it's Doom Patrol.
Jeez. Okay, God, let's just move on to something that maybe She-Ra might stand a chance of winning. It's his best animated season.
We have a lot of very good shows, and one show that you keep telling me I should start watching again, but I refuse. For a lot of reasons. But Young Justice Outsiders,
okay.
She-Ra and the Princesses of Power, seasons 1 and 2.
Yay.
Ruby, volume 6.
Yay.
For Rubby, as my friends would call it.
Rubby?
Losers. Rubby. Carmen Sandiego, season 1. Disenchantment, season 1. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know who nominated that one. I think it might have been David. I think David nominated Disenchantment. I don't know who nominated Disenchantment. I watched it and I was like, okay.
That happens.
But I guess we needed more people for this category.
Yeah.
And Ultraman, season 1.
Ultraman?
Yeah, I guess it's on Netflix. There's an Ultraman series on Netflix that I didn't know existed.
I didn't know it existed. Jeez, and I was just Enchantment. Can we let's talk about this?
Yeah. Like Carmen Sandiego, I heard is good, but
we've already gone on a massive tangent already. But let's just talk about Disenchantment. Right. I can't even call it a bad show because it's nominated for best animated season. But B, because it was kinda good.
It felt like to me that Matt Groening, I don't think Matt Groening can write serialized content. Because like Simpsons is usually like maybe they'll have like 2 episodes that are the same story. Futurama didn't really get serialized until like there's only a few chunks of episodes that are serialized, and Disenchantment is supposed to be all like really it's supposed to be it just his format of comedy doesn't work that way. He's writing jokes and gags for a show where everything gets reset back to 0 at the end of the episode, but the episodes like need to keep going.
Yeah.
Like they need to connect to one another. So there's some episodes that like there's plot lines that get picked up and dropped. There's things that just like don't make any sense. There's great performances, like, and there's great individual and there's
go back
really
to great
performances.
Go back to great performances. Go back to great performances.
There's great performances and there's really great individual episodes and gags, but I don't think the season as a whole works as a cohesive thing. And maybe that's just him getting his feet wet because it's the first time he's doing anything like this. And then next season will be better, which the next season's coming out soon, actually.
I'm drowning! I'm Elfo!
Yeah, Elfo's a little weird to me. Elfo's a little bit inconsistent, especially because his whole thing is that he wants to experience other emotions other than happiness, and then spends the entire rest of the show just a happy little elf.
Yeah.
Like, he really doesn't get to be anything more than that. And I don't, like, it's clear that they're trying to push, like, Alpha is the Fry, and I can't remember what the name of the lead girl is.
Bean. Her name is Bean.
B. Yeah,
Bean.
Bean.
No, Bean.
Like, Alpha is the Fry, and Bean is the Leela. And that it doesn't work the same way as Fry and Leela. Like, the dynamic doesn't work at all the same way, and I really hope they don't try to push that relationship.
And Lucy's the bender.
Yeah, Lucy's great. Lucy, it's very obvious that we're filling a formula here. It's Futurama, but they cut out all the cool side characters. Like, it's literally
Hey, there's a squishy little brother.
He barely talk. Like, he doesn't have a single line until, like, the second to last episode.
Oh, you know who's a good side character? The talking pig voiced by Matt Berry.
Oh, right. Oh, also the King. John DiMaggio, of course, is the best. So, like, the King is so good.
Yeah.
Her dad's hilarious.
Right, so on that note, who won this category? Please say She-Ra.
No, She-Ra got second place, though. But
I'll take that.
Far and away, with more than half the votes, was Young Justice Outsiders.
Yay, moving on.
All right, yeah, let's keep going. We got 2 more categories left, and the last one's a biggie.
Let's go on to Best New Series.
So Best New Series nominees: Umbrella Academy.
No shit.
Titans.
Yeah.
Doom Patrol.
Yay.
Swamp Thing.
Nah.
Chilling Adventures of Sabrina.
Nah.
Krypton.
Okay.
I mean, it's eligible. It was Best New Series. Cloak and Dagger.
Okay.
And She-Ra.
Yeah. Please give this to me. I'll give you anything you want, Alex. I'll go outside of the streets of Edinburgh with my shirt off, with the words "DC is awesome" painted on my torso and back, if She-Ra just wins this one. I need some hope in my life.
No, the Umbrella Academy was nominated. Why would you think that would ever beat Umbrella Academy?
I don't know.
Yeah, Umbrella Academy won this with a lot of votes.
I thought I was free. I thought I was free from the spectre of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., but they're back, just with a different face. Ah!
Yeah. Doom Patrol got second place.
A small crumb of comfort. That is a drop of fucking water in a vast desert of fucking pain.
Yeah. Okay. The next one is a biggin.
Let's fucking wrap this up already. This is our final category for the evening: Best Season.
Yeah, best season. Literally anything that came out this season was eligible, except for animated shows, because we already did best animated season. Oh god, do we go through all of these?
Yeah, let's rattle off those categories.
Alright, The Tick Season 2, Arrow Season 7, Black Lightning Season 2, Chilling Adventures of Sabrina Season 1, Chilling Adventures of Sabrina Season 2, Cloak and Dagger Season 1, Cloak and Dagger Season 2, Daredevil Season 3, Doctor Who Series 11, Doom Patrol Season 1, The Walking Dead Season 9, Game of Thrones Season 8, Fear the Walking Dead Season 4, Gotham Season 5, Iron Fist Season 2, iZombie Season 5, Krypton Season 1, Legends of Tomorrow Season 4, Legion Season 2, Lucifer Season 4, Luke Cage Season 2, Preacher Season 3, The Punisher Season 2, Runaways Season 2, Supergirl Season 4, Supernatural Season 14, The Flash Season 5, The Gifted Season 2, Titan Season 1, The Umbrella Academy Season 1, Winona Earp Season 3, Jessica Jones Season 3, Good Omens Season 1.
Any others?
Holy shit. Nope, that's all of them.
Holy shit indeed, and there's only 2 on those that I actually care about.
Yep.
Winona Earp and Good Omens. Have you read Good Omens?
Good Omens was a last-minute addition. We realized that we underrepresented it in a lot of categories, but I hadn't watched it, and I was doing a lot of the nominations, and everyone else had an opportunity to put in nominations and didn't, so that's not my fault.
Oh, God. Wow.
It's not my fault that Good Omens is underrepresented here. There are people at a place to hang your cape that watched it and loved it, and they didn't nominate it.
I don't nominate.
fault.
I feel like my nominating anything would be a conflict of interest.
I've nominated every DC thing I could possibly imagine that I liked. It doesn't fucking matter. As long as you think it's relevant for the category, like, it's fine to be nominated. Like, Good Omens was underrepresented because people just didn't nominate it, unfortunately. And I've heard very, very good things about that show.
It is an absolutely delightful show based on an absolutely delightful book by two absolutely delightful British authors.
And it got third place.
Ooh,
For best
okay.
season.
I think it's because a lot of people ship the two main characters together.
Right.
Aziraphale, if I remember his name correctly, played by Michael Sheen, and Crowley, played by was it Crowley? I never remember. Played by David Tennant. And people view them as married.
Yep. Yeah. So the number 2 and number 1 is so obvious.
Let's just.
You wanna guess, David? What number 2 and number 1 are?
Well, I would, but my name isn't fucking David.
Oh, did I say David? I'm sorry. I'm brain dead.
After reading, clearly you have not absorbed enough oxygen into your bloodstream after reading out that long list of nominations.
Yeah, that's where I'm at right now. Do you want to guess, Scott?
Okay, I'm gonna guess that number 1 is Winona Earp.
No.
I'm gonna guess that number 2 is Winona Earp.
Nope, I can't even find the Winona Earp sliver on this giant ass pie chart. There it is. Got 4.9% of the vote.
I'm gonna guess that number 2 is Doom Patrol.
Nope! Because that would be giving people too much credit.
I'm gonna guess
Doom Patrol got 8.3% of the vote.
Okay, so it's Good Omens is number 3. Who was number 2?
Umbrella Academy. 19.5%.
What a stunning upset. Oh, God.
I mean, not really considering what number 1 is.
What's number 1?
Daredevil, season 3.
Really?
Yeah, 30% of the vote.
It was all right.
It's what people watched. It was the last season of a show that people really liked.
Okay,
yeah,
well...
I think the general consensus is people need to watch more TV. People need to watch more shows other than just Netflix.
Maybe more shows were on Netflix. I don't know. God. Oh, okay then. Well, that was really?
Yeah, 30% of the vote. I can send you a screenshot. This pie chart from this is this absolute nonsense chart.
I'm good, thanks. I vowed never to look at another pie chart once I left school.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the best season was Daredevil season 3, which will probably get rebooted and led to that show being cancelled and all the other Netflix shows being cancelled. We live in weird times.
Yeah, I mean, I think that yeah, it's interesting to me that, like, obviously streaming shows have overtaken basic cable television. The fact that, like, The Walking Dead didn't win anything is kind of amazing based on, like, how much of a thing that was. And,
I mean, it's been going on for nearly 10 years.
Right, and Game of Thrones as well. I guess people were pissed off about this season, but it's like more people watched Game of Thrones than I think any of these shows, but it still didn't get the votes. Because people aren't as passionate about those shows. I think The Umbrella Academy and Daredevil are shows that a lot of people watch that people are very passionate about. Yeah.
And also, it's very difficult to get accurate analytics on cable or network TV shows as opposed to Netflix, because people, when you look at
Netflix doesn't put out the numbers.
Sorry?
Netflix doesn't put out their numbers.
But they know the numbers accurately.
they know like their numbers, and sometimes they'll say what the numbers are, but like it's all that. There's no outside. There's no Nielsen thing for streaming.
But the Nielsen ratings are based on a certain number of households. It's not every household that watches.
Right. Yeah, that's true. And now Nielsen is out of date because it doesn't work anymore the same way. And that's why a lot of network shows don't do well, like shows that should do well that are really good that don't, because people just aren't watching them. Like that's why Brooklyn Nine-Nine got canceled.
Yeah.
I mean, it's back obviously, and it's gonna be it got renewed, but like the reason why it was canceled to begin with was because people were only watching it online, and that doesn't count.
We are living in a new transitionary period. We've had them before. When we moved from horse and carts to cars. When, and specifically with media, there was a big to-do when television first came around. People weren't going to the cinema as often, and the big Hollywood studios didn't like that. But they adapted, and then home media came about, and people struggled with that, but then they adapted. And now we're in the new age of online services and streaming. And Hollywood and the big TV networks have to adapt and understand that this is the way this is the future. This is not some quirk. This is not some fluke. This is not some fad. This is how things are now. And you've got to keep up and make your decisions based on that.
I think next year Doom Patrol is going to do way better, only because it's going to be streamed on 2 platforms.
Yeah.
It's being and it's also the funding is coming from 2 different locations now. It's not just DC funding it. It's also Warner Brothers. Warner Brothers, what was it? HBO Max is their streaming service. I think a lot of people are going to get that because it has like every HBO show that's ever existed, plus Cartoon Network shows, plus like The Sopranos and Game of Thrones, like classic TV shows. That people are going to want to stream, and I think that's going to expose more people to Doom Patrol, and so hopefully Doom Patrol gets a little bump next year. But we're also next year in the last season of Agents of Shield, so we'll see how that goes. And both seasons, this season and next season, will be eligible.
Well, I think no matter what happens next year on the Place to Hang Your Cape TV Awards, I'm going to be fucking disappointed.
Right. It's never the ones. I honestly thought that Doom Patrol was going to do way better. I thought it would at least win something that it was against Umbrella Academy. I wish I hadn't seen Doom Patrol before I watched Umbrella Academy, because I would have loved Umbrella Academy, would have thought it was the greatest thing ever, and then watched Doom Patrol and been like, oh, that's also really, really good. I like that a lot more. But because I watched Doom Patrol first, Umbrella Academy just felt like a letdown. So yeah, like, because they're both very similar aesthetics. Like they're both very weird TV show or very weird superhero shows, and who take a lot of their inspiration. Like Gerard Way is currently writing the Doom Patrol series. I know they took some stuff from that, some like character moments from that. So there's obvious parallels between Umbrella Academy and Doom Patrol, and I just think Doom Patrol does everything that Umbrella Academy does, but better. Yeah. Like we even considered having a best musical number category, but literally the only 2 things that would have been nominated were that's the scene in Danny Patrol and the scene from the beginning of Umbrella Academy. We only see when all the Hargreaves are dancing in different locations. And yeah, it sucks. It sucks that the really, 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 really good shows are not getting the attention they deserve. And so I think that's the takeaway. If you love Umbrella Academy, if you loved Daredevil, go watch these other shows. They're fucking good. They're really good. We've got some really, really good stuff. Go watch Winona Earp. Obviously it just got a 4th season, and
watch She-Ra.
Watch She-Ra. Watch Doom Patrol. I will give people my password to DC Universe to go watch Doom Patrol. I've been doing that. I've been giving people my DC Universe password. Go watch Swamp Thing. Swamp Thing. This was the only season. Only season that I was eligible for, because it's never coming back, which sucks. Because that's a great show. There's a lot of really great shows out there that aren't on Netflix, and it's hard to go find them. I know, but I'm sure it's not impossible.
And Absolutely. The great thing about shows like that is they're out there. They're there for you to find them.
And internationally, Doom Patrol is on Netflix.
Exactly. So
there's really no excuse. If you're international and you watch Netflix and you voted for Umbrella Academy, watch Doom Patrol.
Being internationally outside of the US.
Yes, outside. Sorry, I meant outside of the U.S.
Because from my perspective, you're fucking international.
Yeah. DC Universe doesn't exist outside of the U.S.
We're safe for now. And on that note, I think we're going to end the show. Thank you very much, Alex, for joining me today.
Yeah, this was a lot. Thank you. I'm glad that we did this.
And if you enjoy the show, Capers, please tell your friends, shout it from the rooftops! And if you haven't already, go back and listen to some of our other super episodes like last year's TV Awards. You can listen to the show on iTunes, Podbean, YouTube, Spotify, or at podcapers.com. We have a Patreon. Check out the rewards, patreon.com/AP2HYC. If you want to get in touch with us, suggest show topics, or maybe come on the show yourself, you can find us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at AP2HYC, or email us at podcapers@AP2HYC.com. Thank you very much to Dan Harris for our logo, the lovely microphone, the red and blue 3D glasses. Those are mine. And thank you for listening. This has been Podcapers, the official podcast of a place to hang your cape. Cue the music!